So let's take a look now at how they line up for the start of the feature race. It is Great Britain on pole for a feature race for the first time ever, courtesy of their first sprint victory. Robbie Kerr doing the job earlier on today. But New Zealand look fast in race trim, and Germany always a threat with Switzerland there as well on the second row. Then it's USA and Malaysia. Malaysia keen to score points. India and South Africa on row 4. India looking for their best result of the season. Netherlands and Italy on row number 5. And then it's China, host nation, on row 6, with Ireland looking to further make up places. Indonesia and Brazil on row 7, Mexico and Australia on the 8th row of the grid. Then the Czech Republic and Lebanon on row 9, Portugal and Pakistan on row 10, and then the two cars that had a coming together in the sprint race. There was no action taken, by the way, to either. That was seen as a racing incident, but very unfortunate that we lost both Canada and France, and they therefore start right at the back.
先生们，为了国家的荣誉，请你们发动引擎。Gentlemen, for the pride of your nation, start your engines.
Here we go, and it's a good start from Kerr. It is a good start from Great Britain. New Zealand into second. Germany coming down to the inside, protecting third place. Behind there's a little bit of a battle. USA got away well. India trying to make up places, but remarkable. Oh, we've got problems at the back.
Yes, contact again. South Africa getting tagged by India. So two separate incidents in turn 1 coming into turn 2. But it was a perfect start for South Africa coming down the grass, but a perfect start for Team GBR and Robbie Kerr, with New Zealand behind. More bodywork contact, and that was near the front of the field.
It was, so we'll have to try and check that out. But Great Britain got away well, as you say. New Zealand and Germany followed. USA gained a place, up to 4. Switzerland lost one, down to 5th place. Malaysia's also lost a place. They're down to 7th position. Italy started well, got back ahead of the Netherlands.
And Ireland up to 10th place, halfway around the opening lap.
Great effort from Richard Lyon, so he's managed to pick his way through that first corner. But we gather the safety car is going to be coming out. There's debris on the track. They want to clear that away, and the safety car will therefore pick up the field as they come past the start-finish line. And Robbie Kerr, he's got the lead position. He can now hold on to it, but they'll all have to slow down.
Robbie Kerr now backs them all up, and of course, once he comes onto the start-finish straight, he then gets the full advantage of being the lead car. He's going already. Johnny Reid's going with him, but nobody can pass until they cross the start-finish line.
So Robbie Kerr really going for it early. Are they on the power boost? Yes, Great Britain very wise to that, so is New Zealand. It's an opportunity, a restart of a race, and New Zealand certainly got an excellent run here. Great Britain's going to have to protect the inside. New Zealand's going to go to the outside, but he can't quite make the move work. But he's tight to the corner. He's hoping Kerr runs wide, but Kerr's got it under control, and that's a good battle again at the restart.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first serious threat over the sprint race, and now into the feature race, this restart after the safety car deployment. And Johnny Reid clearly feels he's got an advantage over Team GBR. He wants to make that advantage stick as early as possible. Along goes Juan. Look at that, a mistake from Robbie Kerr. He ran wide coming into turn 6 now. The run down into turn 7. So that was an error from Robbie Kerr. Pressure, and that's the result of the pressure from the pace of Team New Zealand in this early stage.
Oh, it's good stuff between these two nations, Great Britain and New Zealand, fighting it out on the restart. Germany's tucked in behind with USA right there too, and Jonathan Somerton looking more racy at the early part of this race than he did in the sprint. But you know, Australia's made up huge ground. Canada, they're trying to make up ground. Oh, it gets tight. I haven't mentioned Australia, John, because they're up to 11th, and they've also had a very good start to this race.
Yes, they did indeed, and that's the benefit of having a little bit of time between the sprint race and the feature race to look at the car and say, look, what are we doing wrong? Let's take a punt. That's all we can do, and they've obviously taken the right one.
Now what's going up? USA trying to get past Germany there. Germany having to defend.
And look at Ireland and Richard Ladd. Contact.
Malaysia's off. Alex Young spins to the outside, and he was involved in a tussle himself with India.
And Ireland also, in that battle with the Netherlands, they ran wide in the exit of the corner, but Alex Young desperate to have his car pushed backwards to enable him to get back into this race.
Canada and France together again on track. They hit each other in the sprint race. Now they're battling one another again. Germany still holding on to third, but Hulkenberg struggling a little bit in the early stages of this race. America looking very, very fast. Here comes Canada, trying to get down the inside of host nation China. Oh, that's a good move from Sean McIntosh.
Copybook overtaking manoeuvre from Canada, got in the right position of the racetrack. Frankie Cheng found himself on the outside of the corner, could do nothing about it. That all began on the exit of turn 14. A good run from Sean McIntosh, and he'll be delighted having had to start my way down the field.
That's brought Canada up into 13th position from the back of the grid. What a great run that's been for him. That's Mexico. We saw him go right at the beginning. Poor old Sergio Perez, old. He's only 17, making his debut this weekend. But look how close the top two are. Great Britain versus New Zealand. And still Germany working hard to defend from the United States.
Well, I think the United States looking much stronger in this feature race than they did in the sprint race. They went back 2 places, 2 consecutive laps. But watch for the battle for the lead, because Johnny Reid is going to be right on the gearbox of Team GBR.
Australia up to 9th now because of problems ahead for others. Australia, who started in 16th place, Ian Dyke, is doing fantastically well for Team Australia. They're in a potential point scoring position. Long, long way to go as New Zealand gets close to the back of Great Britain once again. The rest of them filing through. There's Switzerland and India, but Ireland defending from Indonesia. Oh, remember these 2 cars clashed last year and one went over. Oh, it's tight between them.
Look after my car, please, Richard Lyons.
That's right, that's the car you've been using, John, and he just about got through there. Ananda Mikkola. Oh, we got safety. Have we got safety car again? I'm seeing the flashing up on our screens.
And it may be being readied. It hasn't been deployed, but it may be on standby.
Somebody's in the gravel on the exit of turn 14. I don't know who that is, but somebody's off on the outside of the final corner, and maybe there's some debris or a car in a dangerous place. Look at this, Lebanon making a move on Portugal. Well done.
Again, round the outside.
Now, let's just see what's happening here. That was GB versus New Zealand, and Great Britain still with the advantage, just about, but we've got the safety car out.
Racing is the only sport where talent guarantees you nothing. You lose, you're gone.
Second place gets 0. It's all about award.
This is the biggest opportunity of my life.
Set up tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Speed.
The dream is still alive, someday it will come true. And this country, it belongs to folks like me and you. So let the voice of freedom sing out through this land. This is our country.
The all-new Chevy Silverado, the 2007 Motor Trend Truck of the Year.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning. So how'd the testing go?
Well, low-quality discount gasoline's gonna leave behind engine gunk.
Hate engine gunk.
I know you do. Well, Shell stopped gunky buildup to help engines perform at their best.
Still won't turn right, huh?
Not gonna happen.
Seriously, 4 feet by 5 feet. Well, apparently not, because I'm looking right at it.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Are you serious?
Just give it a try. Role play.
What's your name? He doesn't say anything because he's a doll.
Geico.com. So easy, a caveman can do it.
Introducing an automotive breakthrough. ZNet, only at AutoZone. Now AutoZoners have the power to find you the right part faster with diagrams, photos, and instructions. So you'll get the job done right the first time, every time. ZNet, only at AutoZone.
Presenting Ortho Weed Be Gone Max. So revolutionary, it targets and kills the toughest weeds without harming your lawn. Ortho Weed Be Gone sprayed here, ordinary weed killer here. Only Ortho Weed Be Gone has a foaming action and weed targeting formula for total root kill. So it killed the weeds, but not the grass. The ordinary weed killer killed everything. Ortho Weed Be Gone Max. Kills weeds, not lawns. Guaranteed. Now available with new crabgrass control.
Well, the safety car will be coming in again at the end of the lap, so we'll see if that is the same situation, whether Johnny Reid's going to keep that pressure on Robbie Kerr. I'm sure he will. And what about Germany? They were struggling a little bit, had to work quite hard to keep the United States behind, and that may well be the same again. But then Switzerland's in there too, and those 3 guys, Germany, USA and Switzerland, the 3 youngsters, have all raced against each other in the junior ranks, so they probably know each other well. Here we go. Safety car is heading into the pits, everyone else bunching up as they come down to the hairpin, and it's restart time here in Shanghai. And Kerr this time maybe has a little bit more of a gap over Johnny Reid as they restart this race. Great Britain ahead of New Zealand.
Let's see if any of the top 2 are going to use power boost. They don't again. Reid slightly further behind, as you mentioned, coming down into turn 1, not able to push on the Team GBR, and Germany drawing a little bit further away from Team USA in 4th place.
On board with Team New Zealand, you're running in second place. He's looking for that little error from Robbie Kerr. Kerr did make a slight mistake on that last restart, but he looks tidy here.
It was in turn 4 and 5. There's very sort of quick flick right, flick left, and that's where Robbie Kerr got it wrong. Offered up an opportunity for New Zealand. They weren't quite in position to take advantage of it, but it signalled the pressure coming from New Zealand.
On board with Germany now, running in third place, and he's staying with these top two this time. Seemed to drop away. I think he was so busy with America behind that he couldn't do much. Now he seems to be staying with those top two cars. Hulkenberg very close behind Johnny Reid now. So it's Great Britain, New Zealand, Germany, then the United States and Switzerland. No change on this restart. Netherlands having another look at Italy, not close enough. Then Australia, Ireland, Indonesia, Canada having a think about getting past the Czech Republic.
I think Canada was also keeping an eye on Frankie Cheng running behind him for China. A little bit of a bubble for Team Germany coming through turn 11 onto the main straight. Germany and USA using power boost. Germany preparing for a pit stop.
Yeah, well, 8 laps have been completed, so the pit window is now open, so anybody can make a stop if they wish to from this point in the race. And it looks as though, as you say, Germany are preparing to do that.
And New Zealand very late in the brakes. The car squirming around, trying to make sure that they don't overrun the corner and clip the back of Team GBR's car.
Who's coming into the pits? The race, no, not the race leader, but let's see if Germany comes in, in towards the pit lane. Certainly 1 or 2 people coming in, but Great Britain continues to lead. Yeah, Germany goes for the early stop.
Yes, and I think Italy may have been one of those as well. It was a bluish looking car. So there it is, Italy comes in, and Ireland as well. So 3 of the top 10 cars are in at the end of 8 laps.
It's all going to come down to this kind of strategy and how good your pit stop is. Let's see Germany go to work. Can they put an effective stop? You are right there with one of the mechanics putting the wheel on with the helmet cam. Oh no, there's a little bit of a problem there, is there?
Left rear, yes.
Well, it didn't seem quite as slick as sometimes. Let's see how the overall time looks. Remember, they're timed from pit in to pit out. So that's what we're looking at. But we'll get a comparison with Italy and 1 or 2 others. Now, let's see what happened a moment ago. China went off down at the hairpin.
Yes, that was an error from Frankie Cheng, just in a bunch of 4 cars all fighting for track position. We did see that Sean McIntosh from Canada had been trying to get past once this race got underway for the 3rd time.
You live for it. We've got it. This Sunday, speed is built for motorcycles. Superbike and Super Sport and MotoGP 250 and World Championship. This weekend, the action lives on 2 wheels. Coverage begins Sunday, 2 Eastern, 11 Pacific on Speed.
Help your car, truck, motorcycle, just about any internal combustion engine vehicle save gas and last longer with Z-Max. Z-Max goes to work to reduce heat and friction, dissipate harmful carbon buildup, restore power, reduce fuel consumption, and help your car to run better, longer. Guaranteed to improve your mileage or your money back.
Log on to ZMAX.com to find the ZMAX retail performance partner near you. ZMAX, performance you can feel.
What do all these celebrities have in common? They've all thrown the green flag in a NASCAR race, and now you can too. Want to be the chief flag operator at this year's NASCAR Nextel All-Star Challenge? Log on to speedtv.com/myraceday for details, and you could be here.
Now get big arms, a ripped chest, and cut abs with the